ended up videotaping. That's not what I expected, but I guess I'm supposed to videotape. Well, I'm here by the docks, Haverstraw Marina at this time, hoping that I could see the super moon, but nowhere to be found. I never thought in a million years that I wouldn't see the moon. I mean, I saw it last night. It was showing so beautifully, but for some reason there is no sign whatsoever of this super moon day today, which this moon has been super, as I've heard before. Not super, hasn't been shown as a super moon since 1948. I believe that's about 60 something years ago. So that's so strange. I mean, even now at this hour, it's I believe it's after 4:30. It would still show somewhere in the horizon, somewhere in the sky, but not an aspect of the moon. I mean, I would even see a quarter of the moon, 3/4 of the moon, half a moon, something, but no aspect of the moon. Amazing. Well, I'm just thankful for this day and setting my intentions, thanking God for all my blessings and everything that I receive with mercies and grace, and allowing myself to detach from a lot of outcomes and things, keeping strong in my faith, keeping strong in my own feminine power. And I just love coming by the water, and it's such a beautiful night, and it's 55 degrees outside, and just grateful for this moment, you know, as we're nearing Thanksgiving. I think it's next week. That's right. So we only have just a week and a half. So much changes are happening for a lot of people, and some emotions are running higher for some, and for some of us, we're working through the mental bodies. Yes. And some of us are still working through more healing, and from what I've heard, that there's some intervening that has come through from some other energies and from spirit to help the divine masculine to come to a greater place of healing and understanding, and so that way that the veil has been stripped even more and more. That's right, thinner and thinner, as one would say. So you hear the seagulls in the background. It's such a peaceful night, you know. I wish it was like around 80 degrees right now, but you know what? I'm still thankful. It's the fall, and it pretty much would usually be a little bit much more cooler than now, but still a beautiful day. It is still a beautiful day. And what can I say? I'm still in anticipation, and I'm still in wonderment and amazement. One of the things that also has come up for me in the past few days is forest lovers, the elves, the elks, or the elves, one of those two. Either way, it's like being an elk fairy in wonderland and amazement. And when I think about that, it makes me think about magic, you know, all the magic that exists in the world, all the magic that exists within us, all the magic that we bring together, especially with twin flames. So much magic that we bring. And this magic that we bring, it's something that cannot, I can't, it's like, how many ways can you explain this, but then to say, it comes with coming together. Yeah, coming together. Not where so in some cases the visible eye can see, but what it is like coming together in love. I was listening to myself last night with something I was saying to someone, and this was in a recording from sometime back in January of this year. And one of the things that I said to her, was Lauren actually, was that when we stay in love, and this aspect of love is what brings this magic, and things happen magically. And I know it's hard for some to conceive what could that be. It's just a matter of being. It's not a matter of doing. It's this beingness, this being energy within ourselves is what brings this magic, always, in so many ways, more than we could even possibly know. But it's for you to believe in that and to know that you do have the power to create magic within you, all coming from your thoughts, all coming from your perspectives and your beliefs. And so we are really stripping off a lot of belief systems and ideas and thoughts that we've been taught when we were younger. And there's so much things that are stripping off of us, and especially with letting go of fears, more than we could ever possibly dream of and know. And it's so important because it may look like as if nothing is happening when everything is happening, for all the changes that are happening within ourselves and our bodies and our minds and our souls. It's like I'm getting all teary-eyed, like I'm feeling so many emotions of others, even though I'm detached from it. But I'm still feeling the emotions of all the things that are being released, this super moon. So it makes me feel that there's some superpowers that are coming from us on this super moon day. I don't know where the moon is. I have never seen anything like this where the moon is just disappeared. I haven't seen it at all from the time the sun was setting. So it's amazing to know that it's not anywhere to be found, and yet still it's so significant. It'd be so funny if it comes out by the time I get back home. So I'm like about 15 minutes away from home, and by golly folly jolly, I'm going to make sure that I capture a part of this moon in this video if I can, if Mother brings it on. So I just wanted to share this message still. It's like I wasn't planning this, and at the same time I was, because I'm getting rather chilly now. Is that I wanted to give a message of hope for those out there who feel that they're losing faith in themselves, they're losing faith in what is to come or what is to happen. And so it's a lot of letting go of fears and letting go of any expectations, believing in yourselves, believing in that connection that we have with God. That's what's important. Sometimes God is going to bring things on for things to appear as if everything's taken away, and we seem to be repeating the same cycle of stuff and saying, well, how many times are we going to have to go through this? How many times? I've had enough, and I know how that feels. You hear the boat in the background. See, the boat is leaving. It's saying bye-bye. And the one thing I can say, no matter what is happening, it's still just an illusion. And just know that so many of us, especially twin flames, we're really bringing back the magic on the planet. And this magic is happening through each and every one of us. That's right. It's a powerful thing. It is. It's a very powerful thing. And it's like we're being initiated, and we're being sort of tested, because these powers can't be returned to us unless we know exactly what it's about, and that we're being responsible, and that things are not going to be I would sort of say taken advantage of or trying to use power over others. It's the power that we have within ourselves, and then together as twin flame pairs in what we are doing for Mother and Father God, not only to anchor love on the planet, but to keep it in a place of holding something together here. You see, it's like a wave, and it's like a very powerful wave of energy that goes out and emanates out, to so many places, to where we are in the world. And so just know that, because I remember when I was here in the harbor, I think it was sometime in September, when I said the harvest is here, and it is here. And it may not seem as if it's apparently here, but it is. It truly is. And this energy that is also facilitating with the supermoon, it's almost like we are having superpowers, as I said. This superpowers is more of how much more of this veil that has been lifted, and how we are, really handling things with our emotions, because we're still healing. Some of us are healing our emotional bodies. Some of us were healing our mental bodies, to be able to come into reunion, I should say. And a lot of things are also coming out of our bodies, like toxic stuff. And some of this stuff is not only coming for some of the feminine, because I know there's 2 other feminine twins that I spoke to that they were also feeling like toxic things in their body, and some of that stuff is coming through from their divine counterparts. I myself was feeling something, and I knew it was part of it was coming through from my twin, and it was affecting my body. And then I knew that some things were coming out of me that were like toxic. And so a lot of this is what's been grounded and rooted on the earth for so many centuries. So just know that all of these toxic thoughts, feelings, some of it is coming through our physical bodies, some of it is coming through our mental bodies. That's been holding, and that's why I had such massive headaches. So I just wanted to explain that to you, for some of you who've been wondering why is it so intense. And it's all a part of the purging and the clearing that we're doing for ourselves and our twins, and just continue to hold that space of love and forgiveness, and everything that we can do to keep ourselves together without falling apart too much. But even if you find yourself falling apart, it's okay, because that part of you that falls apart is what you're bringing back together again in a new way and a grander way. So I believe Mother Moon is still not presenting herself, and at some point, I don't know when and if she will come out, but it's okay. So whatever you do, set all your intentions, your wishes, your dreams. And I'm just going to say another prayer again for all of us. Mother and Father God, I want to thank you for this day, today, November 14, 2016. I thank you for bringing me here by the water, even though I am so cold right now. And I thank you for bringing all of us together with peace, love, joy, happiness, and all the things that is stripping away from us, that we come to a place of understanding for what it means. I thank you for helping each and every one of us to come into balance and more balance, and that we allow ourselves to see things through each other's eyes and perspectives, that we allow ourselves to move through the energies with love, patience, and grace. I thank you for everything that comes through from each and every one of us, that we understand that we are all healing ourselves with each other at the same time, whether we're physically together or not. I'm thankful and grateful for all these reunions that are coming through with twin flames, and that as we come together more and more, gathered in these holy matrimonies on the earth, as you have ordained us from the beginning of time, and you have blessed us, thanking for all these gifts, and that we let go and release all fears. We release anything that doesn't serve us, and that we continue to stay on our path and our journeys in wonder and amazement and magic. And so it is. Sushber keto koshba tata konebere kashte tsvere kita chadanirito kulebe anido kulbe shand beto sikin ber kumiana ba sitachte tonure umira patatandari kito chai sitachere kodibiraida uibanti chumda pahari tsastumda tekondor beke uin baratani pesere kuimba. And in the stillness of the night, my eyes are still tearing up, because I'm feeling so much joy in my heart and my soul, because of what I see in spirit with so many who are coming together. And I am so grateful, because I feel this joy that is coming from my heart with how much peace is coming into the world. And I know there's some that may not have a full understanding of all of this, but in time you will understand, and understanding all the gifts that are returning to us with sacred love which I will be getting to that topic very shortly, to understand this and what this means as we continue to work through alchemies of our bodies, our minds, and our souls. And I'm so forever grateful for God to place so many of us in this time, space, in this awakening and ascension of the planet, as we are really, truly going to be saying glory, glory, hallelujah. And once again, I am so thankful again for these gifts that are returning to each and every one of us, so that way we are really holding steadfast for this new year that's coming, where we're all coming to a lot of completions with a lot of things. So keep your eyes and your hearts open and stay centered in love and stay centered in your heart. I love you with all my heart and soul. Namaste. And it is November 14, 2016. Finally, after 10 p.m., I see the moon. I got the moon. It actually took so many hours since I left Haverstraw, but it's not even looking as super big as it, because I realize I see a lot of people saying that it has been cloudy outside. So the one thing for sure is that I did cry a little bit more, but not intense crying. So from what I'm feeling is that we're really mastering our emotions, truly mastering our emotions as we go through another level of consciousness for those who are working through their emotions. So the clouds are still kind of moving over the moon, and so let's just continue to put out our intentions. You know, this significant night, as I stated before, has not happened with the supermoon since 1948, and the next time this occurs again, as far as the supermoon, supersized, is 2034. So let us put out our intentions again tonight with the supermoon. Everything to do with coming together in harmony. You know, solar represents the sun and the moon represents the feminine. So everything is what is bringing together in harmony, love and harmony. So I am grateful that I had the patience to wait for the moon to show herself again. Of course, the view that I had yesterday was much more, I call it magnanimous compared to tonight, but I'm still grateful to be able to see it tonight here on November 14th. It's about after 10:18 p.m. Tonight. So forever grateful and thankful once again for the moon showing herself, Mother Moon, as we're so grateful for these energies, as it facilitates us with not only bringing more clarity and ourselves together with our emotional bodies being cleared, cleansed, purified. Almost everyone that I speak to is saying that they can feel changes coming and they can feel changes already happening. It's like it's something that's in the air. We are in a new time, as I see 222. We're in a new time and a new way of thinking, feeling, emotionally, and really looking out for one another and coming back to that space of oneness. So this is the video of the moon. I thank you so much for joining me tonight on this full supersized super moon, as we continue to acclimate our superpowers through love, happiness, joyfulness, forgiveness, thanksgiving, long-lasting love. Amen. And I have an affirmation that I would like to share lastly for this full moon from now until the next 30 days, as we are ending this year and starting a new year, new beginnings when it comes to our lives. And this is the affirmation: my mind is the center of divine operations. This operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. This means the production of something entirely new, not included in past experience, though proceeding out of it, in an orderly sequence of events. Therefore, since the divine cannot change its inherent nature, it must operate in the same manner in me, Consequently, in my own special world of which I am the center, it now moves forward, north, south, east, west, to produce new conditions always in advance of any that have gone before. And so it is.